appointed CEOs that will be dining in the O2 and clapping everybody on the back at our expense. The tables that they've hired are costing as much as £4,500. Shame on you.
These are organisations that have a collected surplus of £4 billion. They make £1.5 billion out of the service charges levied on social housing alone.
Incredibly, Claire Miller, who's the very well paid CEO of Clarion, is one of the judges tonight for the awards that the housing industry are going to give to themselves.
They think they deserve awards. They don't know what it's like to live in social housing. They get to go home to their nice houses today, while people are living in what can only be described as slums. That's where they're going today. Yet they're here drinking our money that we pay for rent every month, because God forbid you don't pay your rent on time. They'll be calling you. That's the only time you'll hear from them. They'll be calling you and sending you 30-day eviction notices if you don't pay your rent. But when you're calling them for repairs, you're even lucky if you get through to them to book a repair.
You really like using that word. Sorry you had cause to complain. Its overuse suggests that I'm the bad guy, just because I want improvements, and for you to communicate. Have you heard about our campaign? It's called Clarion. See us, hear us. We are here today in protest. I'm not the only one who feels this way. Tired of your dismissive attitude, chronic lack of respect and indifference, seen as an annoyance and a problem. This culture of attitude needs to change. We are people, residents, tenants, with rights and needs to be seen and heard. And no, this poem is not a complaint.
All you hear about Clarion, about Notting Hill and Genesis. Name me some other housing association. There you go. Who else?
Metropolitan.
There we go. All these housing. There. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, mate. All these housing associations, right? All they do is merge. Notting Hill and Genesis 4 years ago.
Peabody and Catalyst.
There you go.
We'll all be under one roof.
Exactly. One housing group is going to merge, and they have become a subsidiary of Riverside, which is one of the biggest housing associations up north, which now means that they are part of what is called the G5. So they didn't consult us, the fighters, at all. They didn't ask the people who live for one housing group, and if they do, it is a very... Huh?
We don't matter.
No, we don't matter at all.
Actually, they are accountable, and they do a good job from the point of view of the people they're accountable to, but that's the banks, that's the bondholders, that's the investors who are only too happy for them to, and they are responsible for actually reducing the amount of social housing in Britain and building expensive housing, unaffordable housing that they call affordable housing. That's really their role. So they're highly successful, but not from the point of view of working class communities, and that's what we've got to change.
London is a city of millions, and it should be for the millions, not a city for the millionaires and the billionaires. And the only way that we'll achieve that is to fight for public housing, not private profit, as the banner says.
Human right, human right, human right. Housing is a human right, not a privilege. Housing is a human right.
Telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. No more need for running.
this is where we get to greet and meet some of the CEOs. This is a peaceful demonstration, but nonetheless it's a demonstration of the anger of tenants and workers, and it's probably one of the few times where some of these individuals will have faced workers and tenants face to face. For £395 for one meal is a eye-watering sum of money which most people would be hard pushed to spend in a month. Not because they can't, not because they don't need to spend more, but the reality for most tenants and most workers is that they won't have £400 left to spend on groceries at the end of the month. Yet these housing associations think it's fit for them to spend that in one sitting. Here's a busload of CEOs. They're obviously too bloated already to walk from the station, that the bus is delivering them to the event itself.
VIP.